Hey guys, welcome back. Um so um I wanted to come on here and I wanted to talk about some rock feed news that unfortunately unfolded, but I will say when you're with somebody and you're feeling hopelessness and you're feeling as if you should be taking care or really making yourself happy. I get that in many ways. I think everybody I know everybody's happiness evolves differently from other people's happiness. Um where, people often struggle with wanting to go out and do things that they enjoy or they're held back. So, I mean, many of the reasons people want to be happy is because they're either held back from, or they, it's never the actions at times, it's always the health. Like, it's always the mental talk people do and, say that they're hopeless. They define themselves as being hopeless. And there are ways you don't have to think that way or but the news that I saw was um those of you that are big fans of the band Beartooth, the frontman of the band, Caleb Shomo, had confirmed that he was gay. That and this literally was a video that was posted 22 hours ago, but he wrote an Instagram post stating that, you know, that he apologizes to some of the fans and, and the person he was with for or married to for 14 years, is still feeling hurt, but she also knows that Caleb wasn't happy and she, stated that everybody deserves to live happy and enjoy life as it is, which I agree on. But I definitely saw the yeah, yep, yep. But Caleb is probably one of the I will say the way I heard Beartooth, my one of the people I used to go to program with really really loved that band, and he ended up getting me into that band. One of the songs I really liked was Riptide. That's a great song. And then Look the Other Way, which Caleb did that acoustically. Actually, it is kind of an acoustic song, but great song. When people give you, because for me, Look the Other Way is a song for me that really symbolizes those who give you negative energy or that are trying for you to look at something out of discreet and, I guess, negativity. You don't want to necessarily follow them. But for me, the title "Look the Other Way," meaning you want to keep going, you want to keep remaining as yourself, being positive, open minded, and living a happy life. But, sometimes a lot of that can relate into having a marriage that has lasted for 14 years. Was Caleb's wife looking for this news? I mean, I feel like they had to work this out together. Caleb obviously more than likely communicated this to her. Um, but it's better to tell somebody the truth about the sort, or really, because the thing is, his wife opened up stating that she didn't really know how to approach it, how to approach Caleb about that he was happy of not wanting to be straight because of all what he had experienced in the addiction, because that's the thing, addiction plays a huge part in that as well. I mean, I have people in my life that are gay, but would I ever be gay? As I would say no. No, because for me, I people often either can change who they want to be with, whether it's male or female. What I don't really see is somebody switching their gender, because you can't. You can be with somebody who might be the same sex, but still, if you're trying to, it's the transformation, the metamorphosis that goes along with wanting to change your gender. Now, yes, I know there is surgery out there that can define otherwise, but when somebody looks at your birth paperwork, that gender's confirmed. You're not going to be marked as a thing, as a monster. You're going to be marked by either male or female, because that's what you came out as. I'm not saying dating the opposite sex doesn't exist, which it does. It definitely does. But from Caleb and his wife he was with for 14 years, because his wife wanted to support him through his addiction, through the hopelessness he received from many people in Caleb's life. She wanted to really support him with that, but she didn't know how to do it. She was trying to work it out with Caleb. But unfortunately, I saw something else that really felt, I felt deep emotion when I saw this, and I'm pretty sure it was when that other musician had made fun of Caleb, but confirmed that he meant it as a joke, that it came out as a joke. But you never know what someone is going through, so jokes can be funny, but if you're not sure how somebody's going to take it or proceed with it, that may not be your problem, but you will you probably either A, will not get respect back, B, you might get a response that you're unexpected to receive, or that or you unfortunately may not hear from that person. And what I mean by that is Beartooth released their latest single called Free. There's a video, or Caleb in that official music video was wearing a leather jacket, but the bottom piece of the jacket went up to his chest. So like a cropped leather jacket. So I think that's where possibly the outbreak came from. Um and I often, know what mental health is, that you want to be. The thing is, I've heard many people state, do I want to change how I look? As far as me, I want to change how I act towards other people, and I feel like I've been doing a better job with that. And knowing, the truth behind everybody's history, and telling the truth myself is really going to help anybody get through something they're not comfortable being in. Yeah, I am up, but a 14-year marriage. And the thing is, it's very difficult when you don't know how to help someone. When you come out and state that I wanted to support this person because I love this man, I just don't know how to help him out. It's hard to help somebody out when they want to pursue something else. But it sounds like his ex-wife now wants Caleb to get all the support he needs from his fans, and that she would support Caleb in this way as well. Unfortunately, if people just tell the truth on what is going on with them, things will flow a lot better. Things will function better. But that's when you need to tell the truth. You never hide it. It sounds like Caleb, though, hid some of it. I feel like he definitely had thought and was thinking, because everybody has the right to think of something or to go to something, especially if they feel like it's helping them overcome addiction, um and possibly hopelessness, um and help them really with self-love, which I understand. That those are valid ways of not dragging somebody you love into lies. But another big thing that brought this on, I feel like, was religion. Because, Caleb talked about that in the Instagram posts, where, which I get that. And I unfortunately believe that you don't need religion to love someone, um, which is true. It's definitely accurate, but I don't really know how to state that without being hurtful to individuals that might think not might or think differently about what religion can do and how effective it is with love. But again, I know love when I see it, and I know when people talk about it, that's the thing is I think everybody should live life the way they want to live their life. And I think the more we support somebody, um, and really, it's their job to respect, hey, I appreciate you're looking out for me, but I need this happiness for myself. And it's true, we always need to love ourselves. Um, but hearing that, as I said, I hope Caleb can make a difference, obviously, and obviously self love, that because it sounds like his ex wife is really pushing for fans to really support Caleb through this. And, I I don't ever see Caleb, I guess, losing fans because the man was honest. He was honest, but again, when you hide, and I've heard people state this, when you hide something from somebody, you're afraid that person may not be honest with you. And people have a legit point about that. That if you hide something from someone long enough, it could be many things. Those people at times will not be honest. They're gonna probably, I mean, 100 times out of 10, they're gonna force that truth out of you. And it's not something to be proud of. When you have somebody to force the truth out of you, it sucks. Because then they're gonna tell you you're not honest with me. Why are you hiding how you feel or how you act or how you behave? Because that is not fair to lie or to hide something from somebody you love. Teaching somebody the correct way of how you can be honest with someone, be honest to yourself, but also be honest with the people that you love. All right, but unfortunately, I wish Caleb the best for whatever he has chosen, and I wish his wife the best as well. Life can hurt. The years going by with that person for a 14-year marriage. I mean, you do what makes you happy with whatever that is. It was definitely hard for me to accept. Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get my shorts on.